Welcome back, fellow citizens of Jar, to Darren 4 Super President. This is the show in which we try to build our own country, take over the entire universe, and fix all of the universe's problems. If that sounds like something you think you might like, please hit the subscribe button down below to be counted as a citizen and to join us on our path to glory. Now, after this particular comment, I made a joke on one of my previous episodes that if I never had enough time, then I would instead make an episode on plug types. Well, here I am on a Friday, realizing I'm not going to have any time on tomorrow to actually edit or upload this, so also, if anyone else would like to suggest another ridiculous backup episode for when I have no time, leave one below. Now you might be wondering, on this fine globe of ours, realistically how many different types of sockets can there be? As is, most of the people that watch my channel are from North America. Well, the first kind of plug socket around the world is Type A. Well, you'll see Type A a lot around here in North America. If you think about it, Type A is like going into a classroom, getting some of your homework done, having a good time, and going home at the end of the day. You can find Type A USA, Canada, Mexico, Japan, you know, that kind of list. Type B is like going to every classroom and then reminding the teacher, you haven't given us homework today. Maybe we could have some more homework. Boy, I like extra credit and more homework. It's overachieving is what I'm getting at in this sense. Still found everywhere you'd find Type A, but in places where they like care, I guess, about safety or something. Type C, in my opinion, is exactly what the two eyes of a snail look like when they poke out. I might be reading into this a little too much. Now, unlike the 120 volts that you'd be getting out of Type A or B, Type C doubles that because it's too powerful and possibly more dangerous. And I don't know electricity-wise how that affects anything, because I'm not an electricity boy. Electrician. Best man. No? Yes. Next we have Type D. Type D is for those who say, I just want to be different. And on top of that, can't we just have every one of these sockets look a little bit more like a constellation in the night sky, so that when I accidentally put something in there and I start an electrical fire, it's like a little twinkle dancing across my outlet. And I should leave now because there's fires everywhere burning in my house. It's mainly used in India, but because India has more than 1 billion people, if you think about it, it's not really trying to be different because more than 1/7 of the world's population uses it this way, so Type B is like thinking you read all of the rules to the board game correctly, and then realizing 2/3 of the way into the game, you didn't read the board game rules correctly. Now Jeremy's cowering in the corner, Cecilia is exerting a Genghis Khan-style control over all of Asia, and you've realized that Risk Knights are never going to be the same among your group of friends. That's my opinion of this electrical socket. Now, next you have Type F. Type F is like realizing that your two friend groups don't entirely overlap in a Venn diagram sense. Now every time you invite people to a party, you have to wait for Jeremy to respond before Cecilia comes, because after that whole Risk thing, they're not really wanting to hang out. Now the main reason I use this as my fun analogy is that Type F is only used everywhere in the Europe area and Russia, except for the UK and Ireland for some reason. I don't know why it's not there. And I'm not willing to research this because I don't have time. Type G is just that kid who's trying to be different by being a contrarian to everything you know and love. It's a phase. Maybe. Type H is when I realized there are way more plug types than I expected when I started reading this list. Type I looks like a little sad man, but also has mouths for eyes, and he eats 3 ice cream sandwiches all at once. Type J is that cool hipster exchange student in class that you want to be friends with, but you won't be. It's used almost entirely in Switzerland and Liechtenstein. Type K is too happy to be here, and we will not. Type K is just having a good time. Type L is for the people who could never figure out which way the plugs fit in on any of the other ones, so we had to make it simpler for you. Unless it works like a USB Type A, where you had to flip it up down a lot. Then nothing can help you now. Type M, yeah, either looks like a gun or a shower head, and I haven't been able to figure out which I think it looks like. Maybe you know. Type N looks like the wall is staring at you with his cold dead eyes. not nearly as happy as K, but still accepted into my friend group. Okay, I take it back. Type O is definitely the showerhead in this situation. I hope the water pressure is good. There were so many more plug types than I thought there would be. That became a much larger video. At least I did zero research. I hope we're all proud of me. So this has been your super presidential candidate Darren signing off for Saturday, saying welcome to JAR. JAR takes all kinds. You are family now. Please join us this week and every week. We go up every single Saturday and Monday. Don't forget to check the description for links down below. And I will leave you, as always, with our viewer-submitted motto for JAR, which is, we are JAR. If you love JAR, you'll love us. See you Monday. This episode is brought to you by Luke and also Rachel. If they were plugs, they would be friends with Kay because they're good people.